Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm still a little bit sick, so please bear with me. Hopefully we'll be out of the woods in the next day or two. Today's challenge for the Mindfulness 21-day challenge, day 5, is mindful eating. So since we've done this challenge together, unless you're someone who hasn't worked with me before, the primary emphasis of this challenge for me is really developing that awareness toward not only taste, but also an appreciation or awareness for all the work that goes into the food, not only you preparing it or other people preparing it, but also where it comes from. And that being said, if you are a carnivore like me, you might still want to take a moment to just appreciate, really that sacrifice that the animal gave for you. And even if it's a plant, you might want to consider that too. You might want to consider, the farmers and all the work and love that hopefully went into it, whatever type of food it is, and hopefully it's coming from, a good source. And then really all the labor that it took to process and deliver and package and all those different things. And ultimately, I feel, start to develop gratitude a little bit more deeply. So that being said, there's really, for the book, only a couple of steps to take. And step 1 is, of course, to find some food. It doesn't really matter what kind of food it is. It just has to be food. And before you eat, it says to take a deep breath, sit at a moment with the plate before you, and appreciate the fullness of the moment and the significance of what you're about to do. So I am lacking a little bit of nutrition still. I've been doing a lot of sleeping with my situation lately, although thankfully this is actually the end of my meal now, so I'm really just completing it with one of the ingredients. And I'm gonna take a moment to breathe and really appreciate what it took to get this meal prepared for me and nourish my body and hopefully, keep it strong and keep it healing. So here we go. It honestly does smell pretty good and look pretty good too, just from taking that step. And it looks like I already, with probably, I guess, with my experience or something, moved into step 2. And that's to find your breath, become focused, and gently alert, and start eating. Now, you can notice all different things while you're eating. It is another awareness practice. So there's texture, there's flavor, there's the scent, the sounds it makes. And hello, Gia. And so, in case you couldn't tell, I think Gia is a bit of a mindful eater too, so that's probably why she's so excited for today's practice. But anyway, then just simply be with your meal. And one thing that the challenge emphasizes for today is to not necessarily do this practice for every single thing that you eat. I would say particularly for now, being mindful in this present moment, simply because, again, we don't want to set that bar too high, and we don't want to, fall back because of that. So I like to mindfully eat, particularly in the morning with breakfast, that sort of thing. Few practices it doesn't mention here are to, not do it with a TV on, maybe not even do it while talking, even reading a paper, which can in some ways be viewed as, eating with your cell phone. Um, just be with your food. Enjoy your food. Take time to appreciate it. And over time will this not only help develop your sense of gratitude, but also it should maybe make you take more notice, be more aware and more mindful of what you put in your body, and how it's treating you. You'll start to notice a little bit more, even, what foods seem to serve you and what foods seem to bother you, and hopefully add more variety to your diet, and maybe, eat a little bit more mindfully. Find out how that food is sourced, where it's coming from, what's done with it after, it's harvested. So, with that being said, bon appetit. Hope you enjoy your meal, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for day 6. Take care.